So today is January 5th, 2026, and this is today's trade breakdown. Right, this is my first trade of the year 2026, and yeah, let's run it up. So this is on NASDAQ on the 5 minute, and right off the bat, when I woke up around 7:30, I saw on NASDAQ that price is on an uptrend. We got the three MAs lined up accordingly and the chart, and from here I was just waiting for a setup to show. Mainly a demand setup, since we see three MAs are underneath and prices on an uptrend. So I'm mainly looking for buys. Right here I was just waiting. Price pulled back to the zone, but since this is like the session priorly to New York, London session, I was not gonna take a trade based off the zones from the previous session, which is right here. I was not gonna take that trade at all, even though it kind of played out, but we'll see what happens. Right, so right here we begin to see price breaking highs, right? Boom, and it broke this high. So as soon as I see, okay, price came up, came down, came up, broke this tiny little high right here. You can barely see it, but this little high got broken, and this big high right here got broken, which is what we wanted or what we are looking for. Right here I saw this little demand setup right here, and then if you go to the 15-minute, we can mark this whole area as another demand setup too. Right here, this whole area up to the low of this wick, or this candle wick right here that's pulling down or pulling back. Right here we can see price pushing up, breaking this high, more clear on the 15-minute. And from here I was just waiting for price to come back down and hit my zone. Come back down and retest my zone. From here we're just waiting, and price continued to go up. Then around 9:30, that's when price pushed down. With the New York Stock Exchange open, price pushed down and bounced off this zone right here. It hit our 5-minute zone and our 15-minute zone. Right, this candle in particular came down, basically breaking or hitting the end of our 5-minute zone. So I removed the zone and I just stick to the 15-minute zone, which is like the overall zone in general. This overall demand zone from this high being broken. Right, and from here I was looking for buys on the next break of candle, which price came down, touched the zone, gave me great rejections. The candle did not close inside the zone, it just rejected, gave me the rejection wicks. And then this candle itself, before it closed, it ended up breaking the candle high, the previous candle high. That's when I got in the trade, placed my stop loss underneath that wick or underneath the candle that rejected off the zone. And first target was 1-to-1, as always. Right, first target is 1-to-1. And we also had news at 10 a.m. So from there, I was kind of skeptical. I was just waiting for price to hit my 1-to-1, get out of the trade before 10 a.m. So like that, I don't got to be in the trade when news plays out and then potentially get stopped out when market starts moving crazy due to news volatility. So we just waiting. I was already in the trade right here. Price started coming back down near my stop loss, and then we're just consolidating near my entry. Right here, we're just waiting. Price consolidating in the entry. This is a news candle right here, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, this is 10. This is a news candle. Right here is when price came down into drawdown, bounced off the 50 MA, and then started rejecting and pushing back into profit, breaking all these rejection candle highs, which that was a good indication. That's when I was like, okay, price might just hit our 1-to-1. Also, when news happened, I was in the trade and I just left my stop loss right where it was. If anything, I probably moved it a little bit closer just in case price shot down crazy with a lot of momentum. So like that, I lose less than I was initially risking. Right. So right here, price started pushing up back into profit at 10 a.m. once news hit. After consolidating the whole 15 minutes to 20 minutes of my entry, right? So from there, I was just waiting Boom, price started going into profit, which was great. Started rejecting a little bit, and bam, right about here at 10:25, price hit our 1-to-1 target, and I decided to close out the full trade right there, basically, because it was already about to be 11. Well, it was about to be 11 a.m. in like the next 30 minutes. Like 11 a.m. is the end of my session. So after that, I'm not looking for no trades. And if I could get out the trade before then, even better. Plus there was news, so I was like, you know what? I'm just looking for a quick 1-to-1. If price hits my first target, I'm out the trade. I was gonna hold longer, but I decided to just close out the full trade at 1-to-1. And yeah, 1-to-1 got hit. I closed out the full trade. I actually closed out partials and broke even. And then I saw price playing around a little bit on this area. So I just closed out the full trade, securing the full 1-to-1 on this trade. And we managed to make $400 before 10:30 a.m. This is today's trade. I don't know if you guys could see that, but $400 on NASDAQ, $400 on NASDAQ, quick 1-to-1. And yeah, that was pretty much it. Today's trade breakdown. Had to be really patient for today because there was no setup. Like I imagine I was up since 7:30, and I finally caught a trade at like 9:30 or 9:40, which is like 2 hours away. So I was just waiting for like 2 hours, waiting for a setup and waiting for my entry confirmation to actually get in this trade and enter the trade. So 2 hours of waiting, and then from there, price took like another hour to play out and hit our take profit, which is cool. But that just comes to show you that patience is key. Patience pays. So stay patient. Don't rush the trade. Don't try to get in the trade just because you're awake and you're in the charts and looking at the charts. Like that's gonna affect you in a negative way. So just be patient. Wait for your setup. Wait for all confirmations. And bro, when it shows up, you should be golden. You should be good to go. It should be a winner. And if it's a loss, it's normal. It's a normal loss. No worry. Come back again tomorrow and do the same thing. Wait for your confirmations. Follow the strategy. Execute. And just let price do what price do, bro. At the end of the day. But yeah, that's today's trade breakdown. Try to keep it short and simple. This video is probably a little bit longer than I wanted it to be. But yeah, let's get right. People in the Discord and the private group chat made money. I made money. Everybody's happy. The team winning. Everybody ate today. So yeah, let's see what tomorrow has to offer, and let's continue running it up, man. This is just the start of the year. And yeah, but till next time, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys.